Do you want a job? He said, would you like to be the announcer at the finish? I'll pay you £4,000. Okay. A lot of money in the marathon, by the way. Anyway, so this is a very poignant story. This will make you cry a little bit. I was down at the finish at about 9 o'clock in the morning, long before anybody had arrived. They hadn't even started down at, wherever. And there was an old man stood at the little railings right by the finish line. He must have been knocking 90.
I obviously know you too well because I've heard this 3 times. Carry on.
It's a good story, though,
It is
isn't it?
won't Carry on.
I want to tell these boys
Carry
this
on.
story
Yeah,
because this is so beautiful. And he's only about 4 foot tall and he's got a Mac on. And I couldn't resist going over and saying to him, what are you doing here? And he said, I've come to see my boy finish. I said, your boy? He said, yeah, my boy. He said, I've always watched my boy, whatever he's done at sport, whether it's football, cricket, I've always gone to watch my boy. I said, how old's your boy then? He said, he's 72. My boy. See, Alison, you're a mum. You don't ever want to imagine your children age 72, do you?
No. Don't want to imagine myself age 72. Don't think about them being 72.
Exactly. Am I telling it better or is it beginning to flatten out a bit?
Well, obviously, it's like a dinner party. My husband will tell stories. I've been married a long time. I've heard them 20, 30 times.
Yeah.
And you still, yes, it does still have that resonance. And what you do is you actually become that old man, don't you?
Yeah.
Because you say, it's my boy. It's my boy. And actually, what you act it out, which actually does bring it sort of fresh each time.
That's good. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. We will. Alison's brought in a piece of kit this evening, which is called an orgasmatron. Well, it's not, and we're going to see whether I can have an orgasm. I think is the idea. A little bit later on, but first of all, we'll get some emails in just a second, and take a Skype call. Stuart, who have we got?
Victor,
good day. Thank you for Skyping. Hello.
It's me. Hi.
Hey.
Hi, it's Victor here. I think I need to put my feet down. 1 second.
Nice church.
I'm getting my... I didn't put my feet down properly. Sorry, 1 second. Hello?
Hi.
Hello? Hi. You see me?
Yep, you're looking good.
Thank you very much. I want this evening to talk about the Gibbons case that you talked about last week.
Sure.
I want to give 1 point which has been listed in the debate so far. It's not really my point, but a little friend with me is here. This is my teddy bear.
Okay.
His name is Joseph Ratzinger.
His name is what?
Joseph Ratzinger. Well, it used to be Joseph Ratzinger, but these days he tends to prefer to be called Benedict XVI. But his opinions about the matter of this, he wanted to say before I let him to talk for himself. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say the following. Everybody's concerned about what happens to this bloody Gibbons woman, and nobody's bothered about the fact that the poor bear Mohammed is right at this moment getting bloody tortured in a Sudani prison camp. Nobody's worried about that, are they? No. It's all very human being centred news these days, and I just want to put that point because it's been missed in the debate so far.
Well said.
Okay,
Thank you, Victor.
We gave him the chance. It's his viewpoint, He got to give everybody the chance to air their views, and so my bear is now happy. He can go to bed.
Thank you, Victor, very much indeed. Talk to you soon.
Thank you very much.
Makes a good point, doesn't he, about the nobody knows where. Where is the bear?
Things they're that sort of. I don't want to use the word obsessive with religion, but you understand what I mean. That they probably have had the bear exorcised or something like that. Forgive the bear of its indirect sins.
You just don't know, do you? Where is that bear? I wonder where that bear is. You could get a lot of money on eBay for that bear.
I bet you could, yeah.
I wonder, have a look. Somebody have a look and see if there is a bear on eBay called Mohammed. But Matt, you've got some emails.
Yes, I have. Austin's emailed in, if I can just bring it up. Says doesn't get to listen live that often. So while he's here, Tommy, have you gotten around to an evening of poker yet?
Poker, no. I'm giving poker. Thank you, Austin, for asking. I like a gamble. I'm a bit of a gambler. I dread getting into poker because I think that might be it for me.
My friend's husband is really into poker. Does it on the internet just as a hobby.
Yeah, I worry about. I have occasional flutters on internet roulette and things like that, and I just wonder if their computer game, if it's skewed so that it notices that you're backing red, and so it does black, and so you think, well, I'll double my odds on red. It's bound to come up this time, and it goes black again. You think, oh,
so you've got a tendency.
There goes a tenner.
A tendency to gambling, then.
I like gambling. Yeah, I like most forms of sin.
Fiona Dutton's emailed us. What the fuck's wrong with your Skype tonight? Fix. That's it.
Thank you, Fiona. Very much indeed. We do have... Stuart's been successful on eBay with teddy bears called Mohammed.
5 teddy bears and a sticker that said, I found Mohammed in the toy cupboard.
What are they going for?
Around about a tenner, look. Right,
yeah.
About that, yeah, about a tenner.
Mohammed bear. Did you have a teddy bear, Stuart, when you were little?
Yes.
What was he called?
Do you know what? I can't remember what he was called
Come
now.
on.
No, it was a. I can't even. Well, I can't very in a
Where is he
PC way
now?
tell you what it is. I'll tell you where he is.
Yeah.
He's probably floating or rotted somewhere in the River Thames.
Yeah. Why did you do? What happened?
Because
there?
as a kid, I was walking through. I think it was Hampton Court Palace with my mum one day, and apparently just flung it in the river.
Did you?
Yeah, and then cried my eyes out because it floated down the river and no one could get it back.
Do you remember throwing it in the river?
No, my mum tells me the story.
Does she?
Yeah, that
She
I.
threw it in,
Haunting, isn't
really.
it?
Yeah, that I threw it in the river. And
And what was it called? You said it's non-PC.
I don't know. It was a gollywog, so I wasn't allowed to obviously tell you that.
I had one of them.
Yeah, you see, but
Odd, weren't they?
Well, not at the time. No, they were things you collected all your tokens.
That's
of
right. It was
Robinson's
they were on the jam, weren't they? Yeah.
And you couldn't wait to get your little golly.
Yeah, and you got the apron.
Come
green
on,
and
they
red
were
apron.
no.
Yes,
Come on,
loved them.
It never occurred to you that it was making fun of black people.
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because I don't think I'd ever met one.
You'd never met a black person. How
when-
old were you when you met your first black person?
Do you know, I think I probably saw the first black person when I moved up here when I was about 20-something. There are no black people in Plymouth.
You never saw
well,
a
there
black
weren't.
person.
There might
were.
well be now.
There might well be now, but there were no black. You lived in Plymouth. There were
Yeah.
no black people
Never
in
saw.
Plymouth.
I don't recall seeing black people. No.
Me either. I must have been around early,
Yeah.
very, very sort of
Yeah.
just before my teens.
Yeah.
When you saw your first black person.
Well, when I met
Did you
physically.
did you
met.
stare?
No, I don't know. I don't recall
But
what
were
I
you
did.
were you curious?
I guess so. It wasn't something that registers in my mind as an event in my life that
No.
there's my first black person. But again, in Newcastle at the time, there wasn't many black people living up
fair
north. So.
Fair enough. Matt?
Well, I'm from Leicester, need I say more?
Understood. When was the first time you saw a white person?
That's great.
Yeah, you can do it on the internet.
Yeah.
Jonathan Ross couldn't get away with that one.
No.
I'm worth a thousand
would.
I'm worth 1,000 BBC journalists. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Right, who's on Skype?
We don't have a Skype.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, we'll take a call. Good evening. What's the latest?
Oh, Tommy, they're giving an award now, the Helen Wallinson Award. This award is given to a person who's triumphed over adversity. And the recipient is an athlete who has no legs and won gold at the Paralympics in Beijing.
Okay.
I don't know his name yet because they're doing a VT about him. I'll play a bit of the VT. Hold on.
They still call it VT.
VT, what a technical term.
Until 2003 when I had a
Well, at least this guy actually won something then.
form of sport rehabilitation. And within a year,
Slowly.
Sounds like Igor.
1.99, my goodness.
You should ask him about your theory on having no
That's
legs.
his name, South African Oscar Pistorius.
Oh, yeah, the guy who's trying to take on people with two
Bouncy
legs.
legs.
Yeah.
Bouncy legs, that's the one.
Yeah, you see, I mean, is he allowed to? Alan, you're an
because he's
expert.
trying to do adversity.
Yeah,
I mean, he's lost his legs in an accident.
Yeah, but aren't those springs that he runs on, isn't that easier than running with normal legs? That's what it looks like to me.
They look like fun.
But the fact of the matter is, he won the Helen Wallinson Award because he triumphed over adversity.
Okay,
I mean, look at the past winners. Personally, Paul Hunter.
Yes.
I mean, that's one past winner of the award I can remember because it was a posthumous one. because he battled cancer, but he died, unfortunately.
Right.
So
Alan, thank you for that. And